Do not break through your fear. And instead, allow the flow of life. Allow the joy inside of you to move you. Hi, my friend, and welcome on this channel. I am Johanna, and some of you asked me how to share your heart online when you're feeling a lot of fear around that, when you're feeling a lot of unworthiness, how to break through the fear and to follow this nudge that you're feeling to share online in whatever way, through speaking, through your art, through whatever medium in that moment feels best to you. Here is my perspective on all of this, and I encourage you to listen to your own truth, to feel into your body while listening to my perspective, and feel what is your truth. Feel if it resonates or if it doesn't. All right. This notion of breaking through your fear doesn't feel right to me. You hear a lot of people say that these days. I feel blocked. If you feel blocked, you just need to break through. If you feel fear, you need to break through the fear. And for me, that doesn't feel true. That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel like the perspective that feels like the most truth for me. Because, so first of all, what is there? There is something calling us to do something specific, right? To share, to speak online, or maybe in person, or whatever you feel called to do. Most of the time there is a specific action you feel called to do. And then there comes in fear, or the feeling of unworthiness, whatever part of our pain body, which kind of moves in between you and this action you feel called to do, which just feels right for you to do. And there's this wall coming in between, and it stops you. The fear stops you. The feeling of being unworthy stops you, so you don't do it. And then you judge yourself for not doing it. Then you judge yourself for stopping at this wall. You judge yourself when the wall is there. And you hear people saying, like, yeah, you just need to break through, like, do it anyway. You just need to do it anyway. And you're wondering, why are you not able to do that when everybody is saying that? At least that's how I experienced this, or in general, how I do experience this. Do not break through your fear. And instead, allow the flow of life. Allow the joy inside of you to move you, and to move you where you're meant to be. And that is my perspective. The more importance we're giving this fear and this feeling of being unworthy, the more dense and the more real it becomes. So don't get me wrong, feel it. That's my way. Feel all of it. Feel all of it. Feel the fear. Feel the unworthiness. Observe your thoughts coming in telling you that you wouldn't be good enough, why you still haven't done it, that, I don't know, this other person has already done it and you haven't, and now you're too late and you're never going to be able to do this, right? Observe all of these thoughts and observe all of the feeling inside of you, all of the emotions. Observe the pain body inside of you becoming really active, meaning you feel irritable or angry or unworthy or fear. Really feel it in your body. Really observe your thoughts around that. And at the same time, become aware of the awareness which you are, which is this space where all of these emotions and thoughts can even happen. So while observing your thoughts, feeling your emotions, don't lose touch with the pure awareness of being aware. And do that without an aim. At least that's my way. Do it without a goal. Don't do it in order for this fear to disappear. Don't do it in order for these thoughts to disappear, right? Do it because it is part of this now moment and because it already is. So why not observe it? Why not be with it if it is here right now? And the more we do that, the less dense this fear and this feeling of unworthiness becomes. And it's almost like as if this wall, which was there before, is maybe not disappearing, but it's becoming transparent. And at some point, it is so transparent that this little nudge of joy, which is the flow of life, which is your higher self guiding you, right? That this nudge of joy is calling you to step through the wall, which has become transparent. So transparent that you can walk through, that you don't need to break it anymore, but you can walk through. So it is a very different experience from when you feel fear. You want to do something, you want to share online, you want to speak, you want to do this event in person or whatever. And you notice the fear and you're hitting resistance. You want to break it. You want to move through it. So you see the fear and you make it so real. You make it so important. And our mind is saying you just need to break the wall so you can go through. what if there is another way? Another way which is so much more easy and so much more graceful. And it is to observe what is there, to feel what is there as long as it is there. Sitting with it so much that you don't need it to be gone by tomorrow, that you don't need it to be gone by next week. And by the way, if we're able to do that, it is most likely or more likely going to be able to be gone tomorrow or next week, because then it flows through. We don't have resistance towards it anymore, towards this feeling, towards this wall. Maybe some of you have experienced lucid dreaming. In lucid dreaming, it is exactly the same. Lily, it is exactly the same. Lucid dreaming means you're in a dream and you're becoming aware that you're dreaming. So you're becoming conscious of the dream. In this dream, everything is just as real as in what we call reality. Right? That's how it is. That's what you can observe when you're becoming more and more aware of dreams. It's super cool. But that's another topic. So you're aware and you're dreaming. Everything is super real. And there's a wall in front of you. A good way to test if you fully become conscious in the dream is to try to go through the wall. Because if there's any part in you left that sticks to the idea that you cannot go through walls, right? You're not going to be able to go through. In the dream, even though a part of you is aware that you're dreaming, you're not going to be able to move through. Because a part of you believes still so much that you cannot. You give it so much reality, you give it so much importance. And if you fully become conscious in the dream, you know that you're dreaming. You're aware that everything appears so solid, but actually it's not so much because you're dreaming. You can literally go through without a problem. This is exactly the same when it comes to what we call blocks, what we call these emotions which we need to break through in order to do something. What if there is a different way? What if the way is to observe how much density and how much importance you're giving this wall, how much importance and density you're giving that fear of showing up, of speaking, of being seen, of whatever it is, giving the thoughts so much importance. What if there is another way than breaking through? What if the way is to observe it all? Be with it all, feel it all, and surrender so deeply to this now moment, to how it is now, surrendering this part of us which needs it to be gone, which wants it to be gone, which wants and needs to break through. Surrender all of that. Surrender all of it. Surrendering this idea of I need to do it and I need to do it now and I should have done it a week ago. Surrender all of that. Let go of all of your weapons. And in my experience, when we do that, you don't need to, there's no wall anymore you need to break through. because the wall becomes transparent. And the joy, this little nudge you're feeling inside of the flow of life, of the universe, of whatever you call it, of God, is calling you through. And then you're going to do it. You're going to take the action. There might still be some fear, but it's not so important anymore. It is there, but at the same time, there's joy. And you follow the joy because it's just bigger. You know, there's no way where you're not going to follow the joy because the fear becomes less and less and less, or see-through, and the joy becomes bigger. So this is for all of us. Don't judge you wherever you're at. It is perfectly fine. You're right where you're meant to be. There is nothing you need to break through. Can you allow what is? And allow to observe everything what is there. And then watch how the things change. And then you, at that point, you don't need them to change anymore because you're so surrendered. There is no resistance anymore. There's just joy. That's how it is for me. I hope this inspired you or helped you in one way or the other. Leave a comment what you think. I would absolutely love to connect with you. And leave a like and subscribe if you want to hear when there is a new video. I love you so much. You've got this. And I see you hopefully in the next video.